Welcome back to Reviewsinsidetv. Today, we've got a really exciting product on our hands, something that's going to be of particular interest to aviation enthusiasts and professionals. It's the Garmin D2 Air X10, an Aviator Smartwatch packed with features designed to take your flying experience to the next level. Whether you're a seasoned pilot or someone with an appreciation for aviation technology, stick around as we explore what this smartwatch brings to the table. Now, when we talk about the Garmin D2 Air X10, what we have here is a sleek, high-performance smartwatch specifically built with aviation in mind. At first glance, it's a stylish and lightweight smartwatch, but it's not just about looks. This model boasts a bright, crisp AMOLED touchscreen that ensures you'll be able to see everything clearly, even under the bright sun. With a build designed for both functionality and style, this smartwatch comes in two color options to match your taste. What's really fascinating here is the aviation-centric features. This watch isn't just for telling time. It's made for pilots or anyone passionate about flying. The D2 Air X10 connects to your compatible smartphone and provides a comprehensive look at aviation weather, including METARs and TAFs. For those who might not be familiar with these, METARs give you the latest weather information at airports, like wind direction, visibility, and barometric pressure, while TAFs are forecasts for up to 30 hours ahead. These are key for any aviator looking to stay ahead of the weather when in the air. The D2 Air X10 doesn't stop there. It includes a worldwide aeronautical database, so you can easily navigate to any location or waypoint directly. You can also use the nearest function, which gives you directions to the nearest airport. Perfect for emergency situations or just finding the closest runway when you're flying in unfamiliar airspace. And with the smart pairing to your smartphone, you'll also be able to view runway orientations, lengths, and airport frequencies, which is incredibly helpful when you're getting ready to land. In terms of performance, it features an HSI course needle that works like an instrument display, showing you whether you're left or right of your desired flight path, making navigation straightforward and intuitive. So, let's talk about how all these features perform in real-world situations. I've been using this smartwatch for a while, and the first thing I can say is that the setup was incredibly simple. Pairing it with my phone was quick and straightforward, and once connected, the watch synced up with aviation weather updates and other key data in real time without any issues. During my use, I tested it in a few different scenarios. I took it on a few small flights where I could test its GPS functionality, and I was impressed with how easy it was to access information about nearby airports and navigation. The touchscreen was responsive and clear, even while wearing gloves, something that can often be an issue with aviation gear. When accessing weather reports, the data was accurate and updated frequently, which I really appreciated as weather conditions can change rapidly. The instrument-like display with the HSI course needle was very intuitive, and I found it to be a helpful feature when navigating, giving me confidence in my flight path. Now let's talk about the strengths and weaknesses of this watch. On the plus side, the Garmin D2 Air X10 excels in its aviation-specific features. The access to METAR and TAF data, airport navigation, and the ability to see runway orientations and airport frequencies make it an incredibly useful tool for any aviator. The display itself is sharp and easy to read, even in direct sunlight. Pairing with the phone was seamless, and all the information you need for a flight was right at your fingertips. However, there are some areas where it could improve. For one, while the aviation features are excellent, the overall smartwatch capabilities are a bit limited compared to other smartwatches on the market. While it does handle health and wellness features like heart rate monitoring and sleep tracking, these features aren't as advanced as what you might find in more fitness-focused smartwatches. Additionally, it's important to note that the Garmin D2 Air X10 is specifically built for aviation. So if you're not an aviator or someone involved in aviation regularly, some of the features may not be as useful to you. The price might also be a consideration for some, given that it's more specialized compared to a general smartwatch. In terms of value for money, if you're a pilot or someone who regularly flies, this is a fantastic investment. The price point is justified by the specialized features like weather reports, airport navigation, and real-time flight data, all of which make it stand out in the aviation market. However, for someone just looking for a general-purpose smartwatch with some health tracking features, it might not be the best fit, especially considering the premium price. If we're comparing this watch to similar products on the market, there are a few alternatives, such as the Garmin D2 Delta or the Apple Watch Ultra, both of which cater to different audiences. The D2 Delta offers more advanced aviation features, but at a higher price point, whereas the Apple Watch Ultra, although a great all-around smartwatch, lacks the specialized aviation functions the D2 Air X10 offers. If you're not focused on aviation, those might be more suitable options for you. But if you're deeply involved in flying, the Garmin D2 Air X10 remains a top contender, thanks to its specific features that no other general smartwatch provides. When it comes to build quality, Garmin has always been known for its durable, reliable products, and the D2 Air X10 is no exception. The materials used feel premium, and it's clear that this smartwatch is built to withstand the elements. Whether you're flying high up in the air or dealing with rain or harsh conditions on the ground, this watch is designed to hold up. In terms of longevity, Garmin's reputation for building long-lasting devices is a strong point here. Though of course, like any tech, the battery life will degrade over time. Customer support from Garmin is solid, and based on my experience, the company is known for quick responses and offering helpful solutions when issues arise. I've yet to need support, but Garmin's reputation in this area speaks for itself. Wrapping up, the Garmin D2 Air X10 is a standout product for those who are serious about aviation. Its specialized features make it incredibly useful for pilots, and if you're someone who frequently flies or works in aviation, this smartwatch is an invaluable tool. It provides essential data right at your wrist, and with a design that's both stylish and functional, it's hard to find many competitors in this niche. However, if you're not focused on aviation, this might not be the most practical choice. Thank you so much for watching today's review. If you have any thoughts or questions about the Garmin D2 Air X10, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you already own this watch, I'd love to hear about your experiences with it. Don't forget to check the comments box for a link to grab your own. And as always, thank you for tuning in to Reviewsinside TV. Until next time, stay on course and keep flying high.